Okay, so we are coming up on Camp NaNoWriMo, which is NaNoWriMo's cool younger sibling. Unlike National Novel Writing Month's hard and fast 50,000 words of a fresh new novel rule, you call the shots on what you're writing and what your goal is. So what am I working on for Camp NaNoWriMo in April 2021? That's for me to know, and you to also know, because I'm about to tell you. I am. Uh, what am I doing? I don't even know. I'm actually going to be working on two projects for camp in April this year. That is because I have a deadline coming up. I signed Border Control Escape to 9 Star Press, and the deadline for my revisions is April 15th. I have been working on those, and I'm going to continue to work on those revisions up until the 15th, at which point I have to turn it into my editor. After that, I'll be waiting on her reply. I can work on a fresh new story, or rather, an old story I'm redoing. For NaNoWriMo 2020, I wrote a novella called Love Lorena, about a matchmaker who travels to the fictional country of Evoria and falls for her royal client's sister. Turns out, I got most of the way done, and then realized that it would be better if it were completely different and a novel instead of a novella. What starts the story is the same, but everything else is completely different. And it's going to be full length, so 50,000 words minimum. Probably 50,000 in the first draft, and then add another 10 or so afterward, because underwriter. So let's talk about these stories. Thank you. Border Control Escape is a light-hearted contemporary romance about a marriage of convenience between nerdy internet friends, Mariana and Santiago. Mariana is demisexual and Santiago is bisexual, so while it is a guy and a girl, it is technically an LGBT plus story. Some of the tropes include cohabitation, featuring a personal favorite, only one bed, in 2 different contexts, all the goodness that comes with faking a relationship, a matchmaking secondary character, nerdy, geeky goodness, and a lot of puns. I actually drafted Border Control Escape for the first time in 2016, so this story has been in the works for a while, and I'm very excited to share it with you all. So what I'm doing with Border Control Escape for Camp NaNoWriMo is finishing up revisions. I have a few new scenes to draft and slide into place. I'm also going to be reworking some chapter endings and expanding some scenes that already exist. This board over here is actually my revisions board. It's been very exciting to see it slowly empty out, and by the 15th, it'll be completely blank. During the revision process, I'll be doing at least one more read-through just to catch any glaring errors or awkward, clumsy sections. So once Border Control Escape is off to my editor, I'm going to be switching focus to Love Lorena, which is also a contemporary romance. It's about an American matchmaker, Lorena, who travels to the fictional country of Evoria to find a suitable partner for the crown prince. And that is all that is staying the same from November, because in the original, as here, she falls in love with his sister Rosamund. But, in the novella version, the crown prince remained her client throughout. In this version, what is the word? Concedes the throne? He abdicates? Abdicates. In this version, he abdicates, forcing wild child, headline-loving Rosamund to step up to the plate and grow up. So, after the crown prince abdicates, Rosamund has to step up to the throne and take his place as crown princess. Therefore, Lorena then has to find a suitable partner for her, making them falling in love more complicated. It falls closer to the traditional trope of matchmaker and prince by being matchmaker and princess, but I'm okay with that. We're going to have some good intentionally ruining dates, opposites attract, with Lorena being very by the book and liking everything to be in its place, and Rosamund being wild and playful, but also having to learn the responsibility that comes with being the crown princess. A disapproving mama, and a grandma who thinks she's the queen. It will be steamy, it will be excellent. What I'm going to be doing with Love Lorena is first expanding my outline across the second bulletin board that's been taken over by Border Control Escape, and then drafting the very first draft. Since I have the story completely plotted out, I'm going to have to work really hard to stay on track and write in order and not just skip ahead to the scenes that I want to write. I also haven't completely decided if I'm going to be writing by hand or if I'm going to be typing. I do typically like to draft my novels by hand for the first draft, just so that I have it, and it makes me feel closer to the story and closer to my characters. Plus, it's really cool to look back and see the handwritten first draft. Like, come on. So I have until April 15th to decide whether I want to handwrite or type. I don't know, maybe I will handwrite, just for funsies. It's been a while. With handwriting, the difficulty is not knowing quite what the word count is without going through and counting every single word by hand, and that's annoying. So how I average is I take the number of words in a line, multiply by the number of lines on a page, and then multiply by the number of pages. It's kind of a pain, but what are you gonna do? And I am an underwriter by nature, so it will undoubtedly be too short the first time, but I will be able to expand during revisions, and that's what counts. I probably won't get all the way through, but if I can get even halfway through, I will be doing pretty well for myself, and I will be happy. Don't. So what is my goal? My goal is 60 hours of work over the month of April, which sounds like a lot, and is a lot, but I have no doubt I will manage it. So that's all I've got for you today. Like and subscribe if it makes you happy. My novella, Make the Yuletide Gay, is available as an ebook everywhere books are sold. It is a contemporary lesbian holiday romance novella about two women who get snowed in at a small B&B on their way to a work conference. It is a Grump Sunshine pairing, and there's only one bed. I am on social media, I am on my website, I am everywhere. You cannot escape me. Now go forth and have an awesome Camp NaNoWriMo. I believe in you.